Hi everyone, it's Kate from Inside Out for Kids again. I thought it was time I did another video blog about some of the things I've been noticing in the past few weeks. We just had Easter holidays here in Tasmania and we're still on school holidays. But there were some things that I thought might be really helpful. So today's video blog is called How to Talk About the Important Things When Kids Don't Feel Like It. So we're all still really being affected by our emotions and all the changes that we're experiencing with coronavirus isolation protocol. And I'm starting to find that kids are sick of talking about it. So even though they're experiencing worry or sadness at some of the things that they've had to give up, if you try and bring it up, they're quite resistant to that, and you might be finding that as well. And so one of the tips that we have at Inside Out for Kids, because this does happen when there are really big changes going on, sometimes you just get over talking about it or processing it again with another person. One of the things that we use a lot is the power of picture books. It's called bibliotherapy if you want the big involved name for it, but basically human beings are really wired for stories. So you would think that we would choose stories about exactly what we're going through, and we've posted a few things, little helpful stories that people have come up with about social isolation and the virus, and they're all really good, but you might be finding that kids don't actually want to hear those stories right now. So the trick is to choose a story that's completely unrelated in the story, but still with themes that you think are going to help. And we do this all the time at Inside Out for Kids. So when kids experience bereavement and they're not ready, a lot of the times we read them stories about moving house or pet loss. So they're losses, but they're not clear-cut, defined exactly what they're going through right now. And then what the brain does is overlay their own story and their own emotions over the story that they're hearing. And this little nugget here called Tilly, this was published last year, 2019, by Jane Goodwin and Anna Walker, which is a combination of author illustrators that we love and we use quite a lot. But this is a beautiful little book, and it's about a little girl who has a secret box of treasures that nobody knows about, and she hides it under the step. And how much she loves those treasures, and nobody else knows that they're special to her. And then one day she comes home and finds the house has been renovated. So new carpet has gone down over the top of her secret little hidey hole. So things that were special and precious to her that she was used to having have disappeared for good. And she doesn't really know how to talk about that because nobody else knew that they were precious to her. So I had a little conversation with a child this week, and they said, you know what, Kate, it sounds a bit weird, but I just really miss the school chickens. And so just this revelation to me that the things we think they're missing, their friends and their routine, might be true, but there's a whole bunch of little things that they're missing that we don't even know that are precious to them. So they're going to be grieving some of those things and reading a lovely little book like this, because the conclusion of the story is she eventually realizes that she misses those things, and she starts a brand new collection of special treasures, even though she knows her special box is still under the step. So helping kids, realize that there are things that they're missing, but also to come to terms with that there can be some new things that they start to treasure as well. So I hope that helps you, the power of picture books, but choose picture books that aren't COVID-19 related, that are just change related or loss related, and I think it will really open up some hearts and some minds. So good luck, hope that helps.